Tonight we have exclusive new pictures of what appears to be an alarming new challenge to the United States and NATO from Russia's Vladimir Putin. The satellite pictures show a Russian military buildup in an important city on the Baltic Sea. Let's go to our senior international correspondent, Fred Pleitgen. He's joining us from Iceland right now, where he's the only U.S. network correspondent to get a close-up look at NATO military drills involving thousands of U.S. Marines. So, Fred, what is Putin up to?
Well, we're talking about Kaliningrad, where these upgrades are happening, Wolf. That's Russia's enclave right in the heart of NATO territory. But the U.S., of course, not sitting back and conducting those large-scale drills here in the North Atlantic region. We witnessed them here in Iceland. Here's what we saw.
The USS Iwo Jima off the coast of Iceland. In the hangar deck, Marines gearing up for an air assault. Retaliation if there's an attack on a U.S. ally. Corporal Derek Hussinger is part of the invasion force.
When we get our gun situated, put that tripod down, set the gun up, and then be on a stable platform to give suppressing fire.
The exercise also a deterrent as the North Atlantic region becomes more contested.
With this exercise, the U.S. and its allies are practicing their response in case a friendly nation gets attacked. While the adversary in this exercise is fictitious, it comes at a time of growing tensions between the U.S. and Russia.
As the Marines race to the Icelandic coast, new evidence that Russia is beefing up its capabilities right in the heart of Europe. CNN has exclusively obtained satellite images from the Israeli firm ImageSat International, seemingly showing massive construction work at Russia's bases in Kaliningrad, upgrading a nuclear storage facility there, adding new, bigger ammunition bunkers, and upgrading the military airfield. Is Vladimir Putin building up his military in Kaliningrad? Russia's defense ministry didn't respond to CNN's request for information. But the commander of U.S. naval forces in Europe and Africa tells me there's a pattern of Russia upgrading its capabilities in the region.
They're putting a lot of their modern weapon systems, anti-ship cruise missiles, radars, the Bastion system, the S-300 and S-400 in there.
Sending a message of strength to Moscow, the U.S. and its NATO allies are gearing up for an even bigger exercise in Norway.
If they want to challenge us, we will challenge them. We're not going to be intimidated by those systems that are out there.
And that challenge is now playing out in the North Atlantic region, with an increasingly assertive Russia and the U.S. showing it won't back down.
Nevertheless, Wolf, the U.S. says it's being very transparent about these military maneuvers, even inviting the Russians to observe some of them. The Russians, nevertheless, very critical, very angry about these maneuvers. As you can see, the rhetoric between these adversaries continue to heat up, Wolf.
Significant developments indeed. Fred Pleitgen in Reykjavik, Iceland for us. Thank you, Fred.